Hello again, Internet. Um, Doing another one of these breakdown videos of how I recorded one of my songs. So specifically today we're going to be looking at Moonbeam, which is the first track and probably my favorite track off the new EP Glasswing. So I'll play this song now, but if you haven't heard it, definitely go over and check it out on YouTube, Spotify, Bandcamp, all the or check it out on your preferred audio listening platform. It should be on all of them by now. Okay, cool. So I think I briefly spoke about it in the last episode, but all of the songs off this EP are really heavily influenced by home and the surrounding areas where I live, just because Corona's hit, and it's obviously everyone's spending a lot more time at home, so I guess that just sort of comes out in the playing and the songwriting that I've been doing. But originally, so like again pre-COVID, my girlfriend at the time, now fiance, had just started rollerblading. So like we went and bought roller skates, and she's been getting super into it until she stacked it. But so when she first started, I was like, oh, we have to watch Whip It, that Ellen Page and Drew Barrymore movie, which if you haven't seen it, check it out. But it's essentially a movie about roller derby, which is pretty sick. We, like, bit of a tangent, but essentially we watched that movie, and it's such a vibey movie. Like, it's set in old school Texas, well, not super old, but sort of like the artsy, nitty gritty underground sort of scene that that like Texas celebrates, really. Anyway, after we watched that, we were just we were sort of just chatting, and I just like picked up my guitar and just started playing essentially, and this whole song came out in I just wrote it all in I don't know, it would have been like under an hour, and I just wrote it start to finish. And like, that being said, it's a pretty short song, but I mean, most musicians would probably know, like, you can sometimes just be hit by I don't know, inspiration or like a particular vibe or whatever you're going for, and the whole song will just come out like really, really quick, with no effort. And that was definitely one of these songs. We can start going through it now on here. But essentially the first thing that I came up with was this little chord progression. So we can have a listen to that on here. So essentially that was like the basis for the whole song. So it sort of started from there, and then it's sort of built up from there. So obviously, like with most guitar related things, so the intro one is on its own, and then it comes in double tracked when the whole band comes in. But essentially double tracked, it sounds like this. No, that's not the double track. This one. So essentially double tracked, it sounds like this. And it's just like the neck pickup on my like custom green guitar. It it's almost like a sort of Fender vibe, like Stratty sort of vibe, but just like a little bit of delay on there as well. And that's just like the Helix patch on its own, essentially. I don't think I've done any post-processing in here aside from just EQ. So to sort of beef it out, and like I was talking about last week, that wall of sound sort of thing, when the whole band comes in, there's just some of these extra guitars as well, just like panned like 70%, not like as hardcore. Literally like the the same patch. It's just doing like a higher part of those same chords at the same time, so together. And then in context with the other guitars. So yeah, you sort of get a feel for what's going on there, coming from the guitars anyway. Yeah, so that's sort of like the intro, and then I guess you'd go into the verse section, I'd call it. But yeah, in context as well, similar sort of thing. The bass is just it's still that same gritty sound, but again, it's just chugging along the notes that the chords are doing, and it's yeah, just keeping the movement in where it's a pretty sparse section. Like, there's not too much going on the intro. So in context, you get the feel for the whole thing. So yeah, in the last one, for some reason, my screen recorder wouldn't record the drum footage, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, essentially it's starting, drums are starting with just that little fill, and then into like a main beat. Nothing too wild. That, like I was saying last time, drums are probably what I struggle with the most when recording these songs. But going into the verse, just that separate sort of drum beat there. And yeah, I mean, for the verse, it's pretty similar. The chords stay mostly the same, just that different rhythm. But yeah, this sort of solo comes in. So there's nothing too crazy. So that's sort of like the first solo-y part of the song, and I guess you'd call it a verse. I don't know, the ABA is really weird in this song. It's not like a verse, chorus, bridge, chorus sort of style. But yeah, so the lead part for this is actually the same guitar tone. So every track on here has got the same guitar tone except for the bass, obviously. But yeah, just I don't know, man. I'm lazy, so I like things to be nice and easy. And I kind of like how, honestly, I like how sparse this song is. It's different from what I normally write, but yeah, it's my favorite track on the EP now. So yeah, in context, this is with the solo. See, same deal. I don't know if we call this a chorus or not. Like, it probably is, but when it goes back to the chorus, or back to the next section, it's doing a similar guitar, similar lead part to the first verse solo, but now in power chords as well. So this bit here, it's actually in octaves, but it's probably the catchiest part. So I guess you'd call it the chorus, but yeah, it's really like A, B, C. What is it? It'd be A, B, C, A, I guess. So yeah, I don't really know what I don't know. Is that rondo form? I don't even know. So yeah, coming into that section, there's I think it's just the organ again. You can have a listen. And again, it's literally just sitting underneath everything. So you do sort of have to really listen for it, but I kind of like that, and it just glues everything together. So I don't know if, you know, so far I don't know if I really captured the vibe of the movie. Like I thought I did really well, and it's sort of just what came out afterwards. But one of my mates, or Nigel, who shot the music video for Glasswing, he sort of said that the intro to this sounded like Going Away to College, like from Blink 182, which I love that song, but it just gave me completely different feels. But like, as soon as he said it, I'm like, oh, I know what you mean. Like, so yeah, I don't know if it gives you Blink vibes or if it gives you Ellen Page vibes. So yeah, it's the same deal. It ended up becoming Moonbeam, which is like same deal, the name of a street around here. But yeah, originally this song was just called Page for ages, like for Ellen Page. But yeah, love the movie. And this, yeah, I love the song now. It's became my favorite. So this last section, not too much changes. Like that synth organ bit holds the whole way through. But yeah, we bring those secondary guitars in from the start. So these parts are just the same. They come back. So again, yeah, you might call that the chorus. I honestly don't know. It's the same part as the intro. Same drum beat, brings back those extra guitars, same chords, but now the lead is a lot more busy, and it's an octave lead, so it's similar to the lead in here, which maybe you'd call the verse, but it's actually doing octaves of it essentially. So coming up to the end, it just sort of builds, and then there's this little extra guitar on the end here when it starts doing the, I guess you'd call it the solo, but it's not too crazy. So yeah, it just gives a little bit more depth on that. So that one on its own, like the solo guitars. Just gives it like a little bit extra right at the end there to make it sound a bit cooler. But yeah, honestly, there's not too much to this song. Like yeah, a lot of the other tracks have just got like layers and layers and layers and heaps of crazy stuff, tons of extra synths and etc. But I kind of like how bare bones it is and just how sparse it is. Like it didn't. I don't know if it'd really suit the song to go like super overboard, just chucking more stuff on there. But yeah, in terms of like processing as well, a lot of it's just EQ'd to make everything fit in the right spot sonically. And then yeah, compression on the bass guitar and drums here and there, and then just yeah, I think I've got there's a reverb that's not much is going to, but it looks, I think it's just a couple of the drums and maybe that organ, and yeah, a lot of the processing of the guitars is just done in the Helix, so nothing too crazy in the actual session there. So I'll probably play it in the outro as well. But like, if you have any suggestions on like whether it's this song or any of the songs that we go through on here, like any suggestions on how to get better, definitely let me know. Download the EP. You can download it on Bandcamp, stream it on Spotify if you want to for free. check out the music video on YouTube, like, you know, all the standard stuff, Instagram, Facebook. I don't have TikTok because I'm too old, I reckon, so I don't know, we'll get on there one day, I'm sure. But yeah, definitely hit me up on social media. What else? I've got notes here, but they don't say anything. Yeah, definitely go check out Whip It, the movie. Yeah, let me know if you think I got the vibe right, or if you think it sounds more like Blink-182. Yeah, super cool movie. Yeah, well, I might try and put some of these up on the podcast app if I can at some point, but yeah, we'll see how we go with it all. Alright, peace out, guys. See you next time. Let's sync this shit up.